So A is supposed to be, A should be very easy, right? A should be, it's just the power rule, right? So this should basically be, did you pay attention for the last 10 minutes of lecture? So what is the answer to part A? All of a sudden, no one wants to volunteer.
I got 1/4 x to the -4th plus c.
Okay, so you're kind of combining derivative rules with antiderivative rules in kind of a weird way, right? What you did was you did a derivative rule by decreasing the exponent by 1, and then you did kind of an antiderivative rule by dividing by that exponent. But we have to make sure that we actually get the right answer. That's not correct, because remember, you can always double check your answer. Take the derivative to see if you get back the original, right? And I know I'm already wrong because I'm going to get -5 as my exponent if I take the derivative, right? So what does power rule tell you? Who wants to give the correct answer?
-1/2 x to the.
Good. -1/2 x to the, what's the power, Peter? What's the power of x?
-2.
-2, right? Plus c. And double check, does this make sense? If I take the derivative, I get -1/2 times -2 x to the -3. Cancel the -2s, and I get back the original. Right? So if you don't want to memorize power rule, although you can, just think about regular power rule derivatives. Think about it backwards, right? Derivative is exponent comes in front as a coefficient, and then the exponent decreases by 1. So do that in the opposite order, right? Increase the exponent by 1, and then divide by the new exponent to cancel the coefficient, right? So that's basically what this formula is saying, right? Increase by 1, divide by new exponent. Okay, part B. So part B is, again, a bunch of power rules all in one, but we just add them all up. So who wants to give us the answer to part B? So it's 3 separate applications of that power rule.
3/5 x to the 5th minus 3 x to the 5/3 minus ln of the absolute value of x plus c.
Okay, good. So that's all correct. Right. So especially for that middle term, if you're not sure how to do that, just use what I just told you, right? Increase the exponent by 1 and then divide by the new exponent. The 5 comes along for the right, right? We know that coefficients, when you do derivatives, they come along. Same thing for antiderivatives. So keep the 5 as it is. Increase the exponent by 1, so x to the 5/3, and then divide by the 5/3, right? So that would be the answer you get just by doing what I told you for power rule. That's actually the same thing as what Peter said, right? The 5s kind of cancel out, and we get a 3 in front. Okay. And then obviously the x to the -1 has that special rule with ln. So any questions for part A and B? Part A and B should be very straightforward, just using power rule. There really should be no cleverness or anything involved there. But any questions about that? Because we're still getting